Good day, everyone. My name is Odecah Hall, and I'm from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I just want to thank Pastor Kurt Bowen for the opportunity of sharing one of my testimonies on this platform today. I remember when I just graduated from secondary school, some boils started coming up on my skin and they started to turn into rashes. A week passed and they started to spread all over my skin. I started to pray, but they were still there. I went to the doctor and they gave me a set of medication and they were still on my skin. I went back to the doctor 2 other times. They were still there. So I kept praying that they will be gone because I had to prepare for college as well and I didn't want to go late. I kept praying and I kept praying. A month passed and they were still there. And I was like, God, you're not hearing me. Where are you? What happened? Am I too small for you to hear me? I started to get angry. I started to get, pissed off, but something in me started telling me, no, hold on, wait on God, trust God. He is hearing you. So I repented of my behavior and I started back to pray and trust God. I started back to pray and trust God. And I remember also during that time some of my family members stopped talking to me for something or the other and I really felt alone, but I used that time to spend it with God. It is important, no matter what you're going through, that you keep on trusting God, keep on looking to God, because circumstances are temporary, but He is permanent. His words are permanent. So there was this time I was watching TV and this pastor came on. I can't remember the sermon he was preaching, but all I knew that he started saying, there's this young lady somewhere in the West, and I believe this pastor was from the USA. Yeah, and he was saying there's this young lady somewhere in the West. You have some boils, rashes on your skin. You went to the doctor 3 times, and at that time I was like, oh my, this is me? Is this me? And I started to feel this tingly feeling on my body, this sensation, and I claimed that healing because it was accurate. I went to the doctor 3 times. I'm living in the West. I am a young lady, so I held on to that testimony, and I was in awe that God would send somebody from overseas to minister to me and to speak into my life. And it just showed me that God actually cared. God sees my affliction. During that time I was not any pastor or any noticeable person at that time, but God handpicked me and called me out from so far. It was amazing, so I kept holding on to that promise. I kept holding on to that word, and at that time the rashes started drying up. It has been nearly 2 months. It was nearly 2 months, and it was time for me to start preparing to go college, and the boil started to dry up, thank God. And just in time for college, my skin started to clear up. It wasn't so bad when I started college, and before the first 2 months or so, they cleared up. They really cleared up, and I just want to thank God for that experience. I also thank God for the waiting period as well, because it developed my relationship with Him. It developed faith. So it doesn't matter how long something may take. If you have a word from God, it will happen. It will come to pass. And I just want to remind someone who may be watching that God sees your affliction. You're not too small for God to see you. Your problem is not too small for God to intervene and hear your cry. It's not too small. There's nothing too hard for God to do. There's nothing too small. So just continue to hold on to Him and trust Him no matter what. Trust Him no matter what. He cares about every detail in your life. So that's what I wanted to share with you all. I pray that you are blessed. Have a blessed day.